Anyways, we were like in rehearsal. He gets a phone call. It's Barry Squire, right? Chris wants you to come audition. Cool. Can I bring Corey and Joey? This is the guy from the Big Pills playing the drummer, right? And Barry knew who we were. He's like, yeah, bring him. Sure. So it's this huge cattle call. There's like 40 bass players. It was insane. I'm thinking, there's no way, you know. I'm gonna try, but you know.
Right.
And keep in mind, like at the time, I was like baseball cap, baggy jeans. I did not look like a rocker. And the guys there were like tight bell bottoms with like curly long hair and like
scarves,
the P bass, and I had the, you know, I was like looked like more like Limp Bizkit than what they looked like, you know.
Yeah.
And so first day, I had to learn 5 songs. Stayed up all night because I was so excited, and I was like, I have to nail this. So
do you remember what 5 songs?
it was Like a Stone. Shit, I remember all. Black Hole Sun. Something off Euphoria Morning, but I can't remember. Oh, which one?
Black Hole Sun is a fucker, though. It's like the whole end part.
You know the crazy thing
crazy.
about Black Hole Sun, though? It's not. So I'm learning the Black Hole Sun. I'm going, it's not in G and it's not in A flat. The fuck? So where am I going to learn it? Because of the record isn't in a standard.
Right.
And when I found out later, I asked Chris about it. He's like, oh, yeah. So we recorded the track, and when I was going to do the vocal, I sang the vocal over it, and it just didn't feel right. And he's like, someone had the idea of just speeding the tape up just slightly. And then I sang over that, and that ended up being the... So it's because they sped the tape up. It's in between G and A flat.
Right.
But they played in G, so luckily I learned it in both. And I was okay. The one thing I thought it was funny was the first day I auditioned with, they throw you in different configurations during the day. It's like you go in and you play with one drummer and a couple guitar players, and then they call you in again, and it's a different people. And one time they call me in, and there's this guitarist who's, I'm not going to tell you who he is, but you would know who he is if I said his name. And they call Like a Stone, and he's like, oh, I don't know it. And I remember just being like,
what are you doing here?
Fuck. Are you serious, bro? That's like the easiest one on the list. So anyways, this was Thursday. Each day they called you back, they gave you 5 more songs to learn. We get to Sunday. They've chose the whole band except for the bass chair. And it's down to me and this other dude. He watches me do my last audition, and I watch him do his last audition. Like literally just sitting in the room, they play, I'm just watching. I'm sitting there going, oh, I'm completely fucked. I mean, okay, the guy's playing Spoon Man with a pick. That's not the way it's supposed to be, but he looks the part. Right. He fits with the other dudes.
And he sounds good.
And I've lost every gig, you know, because of looks. So far, I've been like, haven't met that criteria. So I thought, I didn't get the gig. And I remember driving home one night from a Big Pill show, just late at night, and my phone rings, and it was Chris's manager. And he just said, yeah, do you want to be Chris's new bass player? And just like, tried to be cool, you know? Yeah, sure.
I guess so.
Sure, man, yeah, whatever. Hung up, pulled over on the freeway, and got out of my car and ran out into the field, somersaults and fucking backflips and shit. You know, just,
right?
Gets me emotional thinking about it. It was like what, you know, I just didn't think it was gonna happen, and to be playing with someone that I've been listening to my whole life, basically. I mean, it was like 1980 whatever when I heard my first Soundgarden song, and so that was huge.